Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I hope you're having a good evening. I sadly still got the shingles, so that's not very nice, but hopefully I'll be better by next week. But Man U drew against Leeds United 2-2, and I know it's disappointing that we dropped points against them, but you have to credit the team for the resilience of coming back when there was where it seemed unlikely because we were 2-0 down in the second half, and if it wasn't for Rashford's and Sancho's goals we would have lost that game. So credit to the team, I would say, but I don't think it was our greatest performance. We had a really abysmal start. I don't think the defence done that well. I know Mark Goldbridge will be saying, will be thinking, what? Are you being racist? Are you being abusive? Because I watch his videos and he says that, but I'm not. I'm giving my thoughts. I think the defence were not that good, so I'll give them a 5. But we're not on the player ratings yet. But yeah, let's just move on to the player ratings because, to be honest, I want this video done with quite quickly because I haven't even had dinner yet and I'm just tired but anyway, let's move on to the player ratings. So David De Gea, I thought he was a 6. I thought he was alright. Didn't make any mistakes really. Was alright. Normal goalkeeping performance. No, it wasn't brilliant, but he was alright. Dalot, Martinez, Varane and Luke Shaw sadly get a 5 because you cannot concede 2 goals like that at this level. I know it's not their fault that they're sleeping, but they need to be switched on. I know I'm criticising them, but it doesn't mean because they're good players they don't deserve to be criticised. Yes, they do, because we're meant to have the best defence in the league and we leak in 2 goals like that, so not a good performance from the defence, sadly. And I would say the midfield wasn't that good either. I would say Fred was 5, but I would say Stabitzer was... I wouldn't say he was a 7, I'd give him 6.5 because he tried to have lots of shots and he tried to score, but he just couldn't get on the score sheet, but he did try, so 6 point for me, 5. So because he was good at some points, but maybe on other points he still had to improve on stuff. So yeah, because we still got outrun as a midfield. But yeah, the whole defence is a 5. Fred's a 5, and then Stabitz is a 7. Fernandez a 6. Did all right, as you would normally think he would do all right. Not a great performance. Not a bad performance, but an average performance like David De Gea. Rashford, 6.5. I mean, he's just so important to when you need the goals because you're confident that Rashford can give you any goal you want, and like that, even when he's not playing very well. Because I don't think he played too well against Leeds. I wouldn't say it was good. I think it was one of his worst performances. Really, I think he weren't in the game that much. Or, not a worst performance, but he wasn't great. He wasn't great. You can't say he was great. He was probably average, or probably just below average a bit. But the goal was so important, and it helped us draw the game. And this is, Rashford is really good at that at the moment. Even he's clinical. I wouldn't say he's in good form because he wasn't in good form then, but he's clinical. That's what I give him. He's clinical. He's in a good mindset. He's clinical. He can finish at the moment. He's really good at finishing. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully he continues banning goals like that because if he keeps doing that, we're gonna win more games. So yeah. Garnacho, a 6. I wouldn't say he was good as well. I thought he was average, but we need to encourage the lad because as Man United fans, we want to encourage our youth. We don't want to discourage them by giving them low scores. We want to encourage them because they've come up through the ranks, and he's done well to come up through the ranks and play like this for Man U. So yeah, you have to give him encouragement, but still a lot of improvement for Garnacho to improve. But he is a good player. I would say he's a really good, talented player, and if we look after him well and keep him fit and develop him, then I think he can become a really good player for us in the future for us. So we just have to keep developing him, and he's not doing bad. I would say he's doing alright. Hang on, I need to get rid of this because he's slow up my computer. Yeah, so I think he was alright, but maybe could expect a bit more, but we won't discourage him. We'll encourage him, we'll support him, we'll keep going. But Weghorst, a 5, I mean, didn't offer too much, was a bit poor to be honest, and I expect more from Weghorst. I mean, he's a good defender, of course, he's a good presser, we know that. His defence actions are quite good, but I don't think he's the most... I don't think he fits the system. I think Martial fits the system more, but the problem with Martial is that he gets injured too much, so we just have to put up with Weghorst for a bit now, because... No, I'm not saying Weghorst is a bad player, don't worry, I'm not discouraging him, but I don't think he doesn't fit our play style. He's like the invisible man in our team. We really can't get him in the game. But hopefully it will improve and we will manage to get him in games sooner or later. But yeah, anyway, I'll move on to the subs. I'll give Palestri a 6.5. I think he did alright. So determination. I mean, didn't he do the assist for, was it Rashford? Yeah, I think it was, or was that Sancho? I'm not sure, but yeah. And then Sancho 7, because I'm so happy for him that he scored. I'm happy for him because he's had a really tough time with his mental health, sadly. I think it was social media pressure that stopped him from playing for a few months, but to come back from that and to score a first goal is really nice, and I think he deserves it, and we want to protect him now. We want to help him become the player he was at Borussia Dortmund and develop him even more and make him become a really good player again. But a good performance from Sancho. I'll give him man of the match. Lindelof, I give him a 6. Did alright at the centre defence mid. Didn't do great, didn't do bad, but did alright as you would for a holding midfielder. So no complaints. Did well. So yeah. But we move on to the second game against Leeds, and that will be on Sunday. So hopefully we can win that. But I'll do a preview hopefully tomorrow on that. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. And feel free to subscribe as well. And have a good night, good evening, and a good night's sleep. And I'll see you guys next time.